The day begins to loosen its hold now, and everything around you can start to soften. Nothing needs to be rushed. Nothing is waiting for your attention. Here, in this quiet moment, you have permission to slow down in a way that feels natural and effortless. Let your breath find a gentle rhythm, one that doesn't need to be controlled or shaped, just a simple rise and fall. With each easy breath, the space around you becomes a little quieter, a little warmer, a little more supportive. You might notice the feeling of settling, as though the air itself is encouraging you to unwind. There is nothing to manage and nothing to fix, only the soft invitation of rest beginning to take shape. As the body sinks into stillness, the mind begins to loosen its grip. Thoughts that once felt close may drift a little farther away, like small ripples calming on a quiet lake. You don't need to push anything away. Just allow the gentle distance to form on its own. Feel how the ground beneath you holds your weight without effort. It supports every part of you, steady and quiet. You can lean into that support a little more, easing yourself into a deeper sense of comfort. There might be small traces of the day still lingering. They can stay or slowly fade on their own. Either way is perfectly fine. Here, nothing asks anything of you. This moment exists only for softness, for calm, for ease. Let your shoulders rest a little heavier. Let the muscles of your face loosen. Feel the quiet spreading through your chest, moving gently downward, like a warm, slow wave finding every tense place and smoothing it out. Each breath invites a bit more softness into the body. And with each slow exhale, you release more of what you no longer need to carry. There is no rush to reach any particular state. Just this gentle unwinding, steady and warm. The air around you feels a little calmer now, quieter, more spacious, as though the world itself has softened its edges to help you drift into a slower rhythm. Notice how your thoughts begin to settle into the background. They may still appear, but they move more slowly, lighter and less demanding. You can let them float through, the way a cloud moves across a wide, peaceful sky. No need to follow them, no need to hold them. This moment is a safe place, a quiet place, a soft space where your whole being can begin to rest. Nothing interrupts the calm here. Nothing pulls you away from the growing ease inside you. As your breath continues its slow rhythm, your attention can rest on the feeling of comfort growing within you. The steadiness of your body, the quiet of your mind, the warmth that gently spreads through your chest and into your limbs. Allow your jaw to soften. Let your hands loosen. Feel the weight of your legs settling deeper into stillness. Your whole body sinking into a calm that supports you entirely. Every tiny release invites deeper comfort. Every slow breath moves you farther from the noise of the day. You are moving into a space where nothing needs to be done, where rest is the only direction. The stillness around you expands, becoming even more soothing, even more welcoming. It wraps around you like a quiet embrace, soft and unhurried. You can settle into it fully, knowing you're held in a space made entirely of calm. Let the breath drift in and drift out, without effort. Let the silence deepen. Let the mind rest in this gentle hush. With each moment, the atmosphere grows warmer and more peaceful. Your body understands this softness. Your mind recognizes this quiet. Together, they sink deeper into a shared sense of ease. If any tension remains, it can dissolve slowly, naturally, without attention. If any thoughts linger, they can fade into the background. You are resting inside a quiet that welcomes you exactly as you are. Everything continues to slow. The breath, the body, the inner voice that once carried the day. All of it softens, quiets, settles. Here, you can let yourself drift, not toward anything in particular, just into a deeper comfort, a deeper quiet, a deeper ease. Let the stillness hold you a little more. Let it wrap around you like a warm, gentle blanket of calm. There is nothing else to do, nothing else to think about. Just rest here, in this soft beginning, where the world grows quiet and the body releases its weight and the mind slowly, naturally begins to drift into deeper and deeper calm. The space around you begins to grow a little quieter now. Soft edges, gentle stillness, a feeling of ease slowly finding its way into the moment. Nothing needs your attention. Nothing pulls at your mind. There is only this soft, unhurried drift into calm. As you settle here, notice the simple comfort beneath you, the way your body meets the surface that holds it. Steady, warm, supportive without asking anything in return. A slow breath moves through you, smoothing the edges of the day. Then another, a little softer this time. With each exhale, a small bit of tension melts away, almost without effort. The body understands this slow shift. It recognizes the invitation to loosen, to soften, to ease into stillness. Allow it to respond in its own gentle way. Feel the subtle weight in your limbs, a quiet heaviness that feels grounding, not tiring, as though each muscle has finally been given permission to rest. Your shoulders may drop a little, your hands may feel warmer, your chest might begin to move with a steadier rhythm. These small changes come naturally, unfolding moment by moment. If the mind wanders, let it wander softly. Nothing has to be held tightly. Thoughts can drift in and out like slow-moving clouds across an open sky. Here, in this gentle quiet, the breath becomes your anchor. Not something to control, not something to shape. Just a soft rhythm that carries you deeper into ease. As the air moves in, notice the slight expansion. As it moves out, feel the settling, the sinking, the release. Each breath creating a little more space inside you. The tension you carried earlier may still be present, or it may be fading. Either is perfectly fine. Restlessness softens at its own pace when the body is allowed to slow down like this. Imagine the feeling of sinking into comfort, as if the surface beneath you molds to your shape. Held, cradled, supported with quiet steadiness. The muscles in your face start to loosen. Your jaw softens. Your eyelids grow a little heavier, even if your eyes are already closed. Everything is drifting toward ease. Breathing continues to slow. The air moves in gently and out just as gently. A soft tide, steady and reassuring. Notice how the weight of the day begins to drop away piece by piece. You might feel it slipping from your shoulders. You might feel it draining down through your legs. A gentle release, not forced, but allowed. Here, nothing is urgent. Nothing is demanding. You can take as long as you need to soften into this stillness. Feel the way your back settles more fully, how your body accepts the quiet. how each breath draws you deeper into the warmth of this moment. The mind may try to hold on to a few last thoughts. That's natural, but even those thoughts begin to feel softer, quieter, less sharp. They lose their weight as the body relaxes. A sense of gentle anchoring begins to form. You feel more connected to the surface beneath you, more grounded, more at ease. Allow your legs to grow a little heavier. Let your arms rest more fully. Notice the spreading warmth where your body meets stillness. With each breath, the shift becomes clearer, from alertness to calm, from holding to letting go. The soft heaviness that comes with relaxation begins to settle in. It spreads slowly through your limbs. It settles in the center of your body, a warm reminder that rest is beginning to take hold. The quiet around you deepens. Even the silence feels soft, as though wrapped in a warm blanket of calm. You are sinking gently, steadily into comfort. Breathing continues to guide you, inward, then outward, unhurried, natural, peaceful. Every exhale invites a deeper release, a little more softness in your shoulders, a little more heaviness in your legs, a deeper sense of being anchored right where you are. Your mind drifts in the same direction as your body, toward ease, toward stillness, toward quiet. Here, the world grows distant. The day loosens its final threads. Only comfort remains, gentle and steady. Allow yourself to rest in this growing stillness. No push, no pull. Just the soft invitation of calm expanding through you. As the breath settles into a slow, peaceful rhythm, the body follows. Everything becomes quieter. Everything grows softer. Everything finds its own way into rest. Stay with this gentle heaviness. Stay with the slow drift of your breath. Stay with the warmth that supports you from below. The ease you feel now is your anchor, your place to settle, your quiet beginning. Let the moment hold you. Let the stillness deepen. Let your whole body soften into complete, quiet rest, drifting gently into stillness. The quiet around you begins to deepen, almost as if the air itself is settling into a slower rhythm. Nothing presses in. Nothing pulls your attention away. There is only this soft, spacious moment inviting you to breathe in a gentler way. A slow inhale moves through you, easy and unforced. Then a soft exhale follows, drifting out like a small wave washing back into the sea. Each breath creates a little more space in your mind, a little more room for calm to grow. Notice how the air enters your body, cooler at first, then warmer as it leaves. A natural flow, simple and steady, guiding you toward a quieter place inside yourself. Thoughts may still move around, scattered or shifting, but they begin to slow as your breath slows. They soften at the edges, losing their urgency as the body drifts deeper into comfort. Breathing happens on its own. You're not shaping it. You're not trying to perfect anything. Just following a rhythm you already know, one your body understands deeply. Inhale, gently. Exhale, even softer. A calm wave in, a quiet wave out. With each cycle, the mind settles a little more. The scattered pieces of the day begin to fall away, like leaves drifting on a slow, steady breeze. Nothing sharp remains. Nothing heavy stays. Here, in this stillness, the breath becomes softer. It stretches out naturally, unhurried, smooth, warm. As you breathe in, imagine the gentle rise of a calm tide. As you breathe out, imagine that tide drifting back into a wide, quiet ocean. No rush, just an easy sway back and forth. Your body responds to this rhythm. The chest loosens, the belly softens. The jaw relaxes a little more with every exhale. Thoughts that once felt close begin to move farther away. They don't disappear. They simply grow quieter, as though wrapped in a soft blanket of calm. They drift in and out without pulling you with them. Breathing continues to guide you. A warm, slow inhale that fills you gently. A longer, quieter exhale that melts tension from your shoulders, your neck, your back. Feel the way your breath expands through the center of your body. Then feel the way it settles, sinking downward in a soft wave of ease. This quiet movement brings steadiness, a grounding that asks nothing from you. The mind begins to move in a slower pattern. Thoughts stretch out, becoming lighter and less defined. What once felt busy now feels distant. What once felt loud now feels muted. Each breath gives you a little more quiet, more space, more softness, more room to drift. Allow the inhale to arrive on its own. Allow the exhale to lengthen naturally, without effort. A warm breeze in, a softer breeze out. You may sense a gentle loosening in your chest, a subtle warmth in your ribs. This is the body settling into the rhythm of rest. This is the mind following that rhythm toward calm. Every slow breath draws you deeper into this moment. Every quiet exhale releases another small weight you no longer need to hold. The world grows softer, quieter, easier. Breathing becomes almost like floating. You rise slightly with each inhale and fall gently with each exhale. A natural sway that supports you without asking you to do anything at all. Here, the air feels warmer. The silence feels deeper. Your inner rhythm begins to match the slow, steady movement of your breath. Thoughts drift farther out now, like tiny boats carried away by a smooth tide. They move without urgency. They move without direction. And you remain anchored in the soft calm of the breath. Another inhale comes. Slow, welcoming, warm. Another exhale follows. Long, smooth, quiet. Your whole body responds to this softness. Your muscles relax. Your mind quiets. Your breath deepens. Here in this gentle stillness, the breath becomes your refuge. A place where ease gathers. A place where calm rises and falls in a warm, steady rhythm. The longer you stay with this movement, the softer everything becomes. Your thoughts, your breath, your entire inner world. One slow inhale, one long exhale. A rhythm that carries you deeper into rest. No need to think about the breath now. Just allow it to move through you, like a soft breeze passing across a quiet shore. Smooth and unhurried, warm and steady. As this rhythm settles in, your mind follows. You drift into peaceful silence. You settle into warmth and ease. You sink into a state where nothing feels rushed and nothing feels scattered. Stay with this soft movement. Stay with the gentle rise and fall. Let the breath carry you into deeper stillness. Let it guide you quietly, tenderly, toward complete quiet rest. The quiet around you deepens as you settle a little more fully into this moment. A soft calm begins to form, steady and warm, like a gentle glow just beneath the surface. Nothing feels rushed here. Nothing feels sharp. Everything moves slowly, easing you inward. As your breath settles into its natural rhythm, awareness begins to shift. The outside world grows dim, fading softly at the edges. Thoughts drift farther away, lighter, quieter, almost weightless. You're moving into a softer space now, a calmer place inside yourself. Here, in this gentle inward drift, imagine stepping into a quiet room within, a room that exists only for rest. The light is soft, almost like a warm haze. It doesn't brighten or demand attention. It simply lets you be. The air in this inner space feels warm and steady. It carries no tension, no pressure, just a gentle warmth that surrounds you and settles over your body like a soft wrap of comfort. Each breath draws that warmth in. Each exhale lets you sink a little deeper. The room feels spacious, but not empty. It has a calm presence, a kind of quiet that supports every part of you. There's no clutter, nothing to sort through, nothing to think about. Only space. Soft, open, peaceful. As you rest in this inner sanctuary, you may notice how the body loosens even more. Muscles soften. Your chest moves with slow, easy breaths. Your shoulders settle into the quiet, as though they've wanted this release for a long time. The mind begins to relax into this space as well. Thoughts that once circled around gently fall away. They lose interest. They lose urgency. They make room for stillness. A warm, dim light fills the room, steady and calming. Not bright enough to wake you, just enough to help you feel held and safe. It glows softly, offering a sense of quiet clarity. In this calm inner space, nothing tries to pull you outward. Everything draws you inward instead, toward a center that feels peaceful and clear. Your breath follows that direction. Slow, smooth, unhurried. The air is easy to breathe here. It moves in with a quiet, warm touch. It moves out with a slow, gentle release. Each breath brings you farther away from the day and closer to this soft sanctuary. As you stay here, the sense of spaciousness grows. The room seems to open without changing shape. It feels wide and warm, like a place that understands how to hold you without effort. You can rest against that openness. Your thoughts soften even more. They slow to a gentle drift, like dust settling in still air. Nothing catches your attention now. Nothing asks you to follow. Everything simply settles. The longer you remain in this soft space, the more grounded you become. The body grows heavier in a comforting way. Heavier in the way that means you no longer need to carry yourself. The ground, the air, and the quiet all hold you. You might sense a warm current moving through the room. Not a breeze, not a flow, just a feeling of warmth gently shifting around you. It wraps you in ease. It smooths the tension out of your breath. It clears the last bits of restlessness from your mind. This inner sanctuary is your place to be untouched by the outside world. It gives your mind permission to rest. It gives your body permission to sink. It gives your breath permission to slow as much as it needs. The light stays soft. The air stays warm. The space stays open and calm. Everything remains steady, supporting you in this quiet inward drift. You may feel as though you've stepped fully inside yourself now, not lost, not hidden, just quietly at home in your own stillness. The outside world fades even more until it's only a distant memory. What remains is this spacious calm within you. Every breath deepens the quiet. Every exhale brings a little more release. The mind settles into the warmth of the room. The body settles into the support beneath it. Everything becomes one steady, soft state of ease. As you rest here, you feel held. You feel grounded. You feel gently protected by the quiet. This inner space carries you with care, without asking for anything in return. The warmth in the room gathers around you like a soft embrace. It invites you to relax a little more, to breathe a little slower, to settle into the moment with complete comfort. The quiet grows deeper still. Your breath moves through it like a faint whisper. Your thoughts move like soft shadows. Your whole being drifts into a deeper peace. Stay with this soft sanctuary a moment longer. Stay with the warm air around you. Stay with the steady quiet that fills this space. Let the stillness deepen. Let the calm stretch out inside you. Let your body sink into the quiet, ever so gently, until you feel completely at rest in your own calm inner space. The quiet around you deepens again, softening the edges of the moment. A gentle calm begins to rise through your body, steady and warm, inviting you to ease into yourself a little more. Nothing rushes here. Nothing pulls at you. This is a space where the weight you've been carrying can finally begin to release. Each breath brings a soft wave of comfort. Each exhale carries away a small trace of the day. There's no effort needed, just a slow, natural letting go. Notice the subtle heaviness that may still linger in your body, the kind that settles in your shoulders, in your neck, around your eyes. That heaviness doesn't need to stay. It can start to loosen, little by little, like knots untangling in warm water. Imagine setting down something you've been holding for far too long, a heavy bag resting in your hands. Feel yourself placing it gently on the ground. No hurry, no strain, just the simple release of letting it leave your grip. As that weight leaves you, your shoulders soften. The muscles through your upper back loosen. Warmth spreads gently through the area, easing away the pressure you may have carried all day. Your breath moves in softly and drifts out even softer. Each exhale feels like sand slipping through open hands, light, effortless, naturally falling away. The space inside your chest begins to open. Not wide, not dramatic, just enough to let the breath move freely, enough to make room for calm to settle in. Now the back of your neck starts to release. The tiny muscles there soften. The warmth of stillness spreads upward toward your scalp and downward into your spine. Every slow breath helps it move a little further. As this warmth reaches your face, the small tension around your eyes melts. Your jaw loosens, ungripping itself without effort. Your lips rest gently. Your cheeks soften. Everything there becomes light and easy. The weight of the day continues to fall away. It slips off your body in soft waves, each one leaving you a little more relaxed than the last. You don't need to guide it. You only need to let it happen at its own pace. Now the softness moves into your arms. Your hands feel warmer, heavier, deeply at rest. Any tightness in your fingers loosens the way cool sand falls apart when touched. Your arms sink into stillness, held gently by the surface beneath you. Your breath stays slow, steady, warm. With each exhale, the release deepens, moving downward into your chest and belly. Any tension there unwinds like a thread slowly being loosened. Your belly softens. Your ribs move more freely. Your whole middle settles into a deeper, quieter rhythm. The unburdening continues into your hips. Any heaviness there softens. Any pressure eases. Imagine the last remnants of the day pouring out of that area like water emptying from a vessel. Slow, steady, complete. Down your legs, the feeling of release spreads further. Your thighs sink into the surface, supporting you. The muscles unwind. The heaviness becomes comforting, grounding, almost peaceful. Your knees let go of the tightness they might have been carrying. Your calves soften. Your ankles loosen. Everything feels as though it is slowly settling, gently sinking, deeply relaxing. Now your feet rest with a quiet heaviness, warm, still, completely at ease. Any small tension releases like grains of sand slipping through open fingers. Your whole body feels lighter now, even as it sinks more deeply into the surface beneath you. The weight of the day continues to fade, taken away with each slow, gentle exhale. What remains is the comfort of being held, supported, safe. The heaviness in your mind begins to dissolve as well. Thoughts soften and drift apart, losing their edges. The day becomes distant, then softer, then quiet. Nothing needs to be remembered right now. Nothing needs attention. Everything can fade into calm. Feel this widening sense of lightness spreading through you, from the crown of your head, through your shoulders and arms, down your torso, through your legs, all the way to the tips of your toes. Each part of you rests more deeply. Each breath creates a little more space. Each moment softens you into a gentle, grounding peace. The body becomes almost weightless now, resting fully, held completely, sinking into warm, steady stillness. Stay with this sensation. Stay with the warmth in your muscles. Stay with the quiet that surrounds you. The day has been set down. The weight has been released, and now you can drift softly, slowly, into the deep, comforting quiet that follows. The quiet around you softens even more now. A gentle warmth begins to gather in the space where your body rests. Nothing feels sharp or heavy. Everything is slow, hushed, peaceful. Your breath moves through you like a warm breeze. It rises softly and falls even more softly. Each movement brings a hint of ease that spreads a little farther each time. Imagine a gentle warmth touching the top of your body. Not bright, not intense, just a soft, steady heat, like sunlight filtering through a curtain. It settles there for a moment and then begins its slow, downward drift. As this warmth moves, your muscles start to loosen. At first, only a little, then a little more, slowly unwinding in a way that feels almost like melting. Your forehead softens, your eyes sink into quiet comfort. Your jaw loosens until it feels barely held, resting easily in place. The warmth pools there, smoothing out the last hints of the day. Your breath grows slower, quieter, more like a gentle sigh that happens on its own. Each exhale opens the door to deeper and deeper stillness. The warmth spreads across your face and down through your neck. It moves with a calm, steady touch, relaxing every small muscle it passes through. You may sense it unraveling tightness in long, slow waves, each one softer than the last. Your shoulders begin to melt downward. They release their weight in a slow, silky drop. That warmth cradles them, almost like a soft blanket draped gently across your upper body. This gentle blanket of warmth grows wider. It moves across your chest, down your back, and into the center of your body, where it lingers, glowing softly, inviting deeper release. Your breath follows the warmth. It expands with each inhale, tender and warm, then settles with each exhale, dissolving more tension than you expect. The shift is subtle, slow, and deeply calming. Your arms begin to unwind next. They feel warmer, heavier, and completely at ease. The muscles soften all the way down to your hands and fingers. Everything there melts into the quiet beneath you. The warmth continues downward, flowing gently into your belly. This area loosens with surprising ease, as though a knot has been undone without effort. Your breath moves more freely. Your body feels more open, more spacious, more ready to rest. As the warmth spreads into your hips, a deeper comfort begins to take hold. The muscles around your hips and pelvis release their grip, melting into the surface below. This release feels natural, slow, soothing. Your legs grow heavier in the best possible way, a warm heaviness that signals complete letting go. Your thighs soften, your knees relax, your calves loosen, as though the warmth has dissolved every last bit of tightness there. The warmth reaches your feet next. It wraps around them gently, almost like resting them in soft, warm sand. Your toes settle into stillness. Your whole lower body melts into a deep, dreamy calm. Now your entire body is wrapped in this slow, warm feeling. It holds you gently. It cushions you. It smooths out every edge, every leftover bit of strain. Your awareness becomes hazy in a comforting way. Thoughts drift lightly, no longer defined, no longer sharp. They float through a soft space, fading as the warmth grows stronger. The body feels pliant now, loose, as though it could sink endlessly into the surface beneath it. Weight melts away, effort melts away, only ease remains. Your breath is slow and velvety, a faint rise, and a long, quiet fall, like drifting into a soft dream before sleep even begins. Each inhale brings a touch more warmth. Each exhale spreads that warmth deeper, smoothing out the very last pieces of tension. The melting sensation becomes more complete, more gentle, more peaceful. You might feel as though you're wrapped in a soft blanket from head to toe. Not heavy, but comforting, something that holds you without pressing in. It keeps you suspended in a warm, dreamy calm. The edges of your body grow softer. Your awareness becomes lighter. Your thoughts grow distant, barely forming before they drift away again. Everything slows to a hush. The melting continues even without your attention. It moves on its own, steady and soothing. Your whole being moves toward dreamy softness, toward a state where you are simply resting inside warmth and quiet. Stay with this softness a moment longer. Stay with the warmth that spreads evenly through your body. Stay with the slow, drifting breath that guides you into deeper ease. Here, everything melts into comfort. Your body, your breath, your thoughts, everything resting together in soft, warm stillness, drifting quietly toward complete calm. The quiet around you grows light and spacious, as though the air itself has softened. Your breath moves gently, barely disturbing the stillness. Everything feels calm, open, unhurried. A sense of drifting begins to rise inside you. Not movement, not travel, just a soft float, as if your thoughts have loosened their hold and are beginning to hover in the warm quiet of this moment. Nothing pulls you downward. Nothing holds you tightly. You are simply resting in a gentle space between wakefulness and sleep. Here, in this soft stillness, imagine a slow, pale cloud suspended in a wide, quiet sky. It doesn't move, it doesn't change, it just hangs there, weightless and serene, as though time has no need to pass. Your mind can settle on that cloud for a moment, letting its softness echo through you. The cloud stays still, a floating cushion of calm. Its edges blur into the sky, fading gently as though melting into the air around it. Thoughts fade the same way, slowly, quietly, without urgency. As the cloud fades, another gentle scene rises, just as soft. Picture a quiet meadow touched by warm golden light. The grass doesn't sway, the air doesn't move. Everything is perfectly still, as though nature itself decided to rest. The meadow stretches far, but without detail. It's soft, hazy, like a dream forming just before sleep. You don't need to walk toward it or explore it, just rest in the feeling of its calm openness. The warm light in the meadow surrounds you without touching your skin. It sits in the air like a gentle glow, steady and comforting. Your mind leans into it effortlessly, dissolving any leftover tension. Slowly, that meadow fades as well. Not disappearing, just drifting into the background like a thought that slips away before it's fully formed. In its place, imagine a soft beam of light floating in the dark. Not bright, not sharp, just a quiet shimmer. The light hovers without direction. It feels warm, as though it carries its own gentle breath. You can rest your attention on it for a moment, letting its stillness echo softly through your body. Then the light drifts away, fading into quiet. Another image rises, slow and dreamlike. You might sense the outline of distant hills, washed in soft dusk colors. The shapes blur and blend, almost dissolving as you look toward them. These hills don't invite you anywhere. They simply exist, calm and unmoving. Their presence offers a peaceful backdrop, a place where your thoughts can settle, weightless and free. The hills fade like a whisper. A new image forms, a soft pool of warm, dim light spreading across a still surface. It might be water, it might be something else. It doesn't need a name. It's simply calm, quiet and inviting. The surface doesn't ripple. It holds the light gently, like a smooth mirror touched only by warmth. Your breath mirrors that stillness, steady, slow, almost floating in your chest. As that quiet pool fades into the background, the sense of drifting grows deeper. You hover in a soft space where images form and fade without effort, where nothing is solid, where everything is gentle. A faint glow appears next, maybe a lantern, maybe a soft orb of light suspended in the dark. It doesn't brighten or dim. It just stays, warm and steady, like a point of calm in the distance. This glow helps your thoughts slow even more. They become loose, airy, untethered. Your mind feels lighter, as though it's floating right alongside that soft light. The glow fades. Then a final image emerges. A quiet haze, like mist touched by moonlight. It's soft and cool, but comforting, an enveloping calm that seems to wrap around you without touching your skin. This haze has no edges, no color, no need for detail. It's simply a gentle space where the mind can drift freely. Rest there for a moment, floating in the soft quiet, hovering at the edge of sleep, breathing in slow, warm waves. The haze slowly dissolves, leaving only stillness. No images now, just soft, spacious calm. Your thoughts drift like feathers through a warm, open sky. Stay with this weightless feeling. Stay with the soft air around you. Stay in the gentle space where your mind can float without direction, where everything feels quiet and sleep waits nearby, soft and peaceful. The quiet around you deepens, becoming softer, darker, and more spacious. Your breath moves slowly, almost weightless, easing you deeper into stillness. Everything begins to settle, as though the world itself is exhaling with you. Sound grows distant. Even the small noises in the background fade into a soft blur, far away and gentle. This moment holds only calm, only warmth, only quiet. The body grows still. Your limbs rest in a warm, steady heaviness that feels natural and soothing. The surface beneath you supports every part of you without effort. You can sink into it a little more, and then a little more. A soft darkness surrounds you now, not empty, not cold, but warm and comforting, like a quiet night sky that stretches endlessly, holding you in its calm. Thoughts slow until they feel like tiny ripples on still water. They come and drift away without leaving a trace. Nothing pulls at your attention anymore. Everything is softened by the quiet. In this gentle darkness, imagine a still lake at night. The water is smooth, untouched, unmoving. No wind stirs it. No light disturbs it. It rests in perfect quiet, mirroring the deep calm forming inside you. Your breath follows the same rhythm, slow, smooth, without edges. Each inhale arrives like a faint wave. Each exhale settles like water returning to perfect stillness. As this inner lake grows quieter, the space inside your mind expands. It becomes wide and peaceful, with no need for thought or effort. Just openness, gentle and deep. The body responds to this depth with its own release. Your muscles loosen completely. Your chest rises in slow, soft motion. Your belly settles into the warm stillness around you. Night air seems to drift around you. Cool, gentle, soothing. It carries no sound, no movement. Only a soft presence that encourages you to sink deeper into ease. The mind begins to hover in this quiet balance between awareness and sleep. A dreamlike calm spreads through you, not pulling you away, simply guiding you closer to deep rest. Thoughts slow to almost nothing. They flicker softly, then dissolve like mist fading into the night. Your inner world becomes silent, wrapped in warm darkness and gentle air. Here, in this softness, everything feels unhurried. Your breath moves as though through velvet air, smooth, steady, warm. It guides the body downward into even deeper stillness. Imagine being wrapped in a cocoon of calm. Not heavy, not tight, just warm enough to hold you gently. Your body responds by relaxing further into the quiet, as though melting into the space beneath you. The darkness deepens, becoming even softer. It feels like a blanket of night, comforting and steady. You drift through it without effort, floating in a calm that asks nothing of you. Your breath slows again. Each inhale becomes lighter. Each exhale becomes longer, smoother, quieter. Your whole being moves in time with this slow rhythm. Sound feels far away now. Your body feels far away too. Only calm remains. Deep, wide, steady. You hover in this gentle space, not fully awake, not yet asleep. A peaceful in-between where everything is softened, slowed, and quiet. Your mind rests in this space, safe and unburdened. The quiet grows even deeper. Thoughts move like faint shadows, appearing and fading before taking shape. Your breath becomes the softest whisper inside your body. All around you, the darkness holds steady. Still water, quiet night air, a soft hush that wraps around you completely. You can rest in this space with your whole body, your whole mind, your whole breath, everything supported by the warm, comforting quiet. Allow the silence to deepen. Allow the stillness to widen. Allow your breath to soften into almost nothing. Here, in this profound calm, you drift in a gentle, steady quiet, wrapped in darkness, barely thinking, barely moving, resting fully in deep, deep silence. The quiet around you settles into a warm, low stillness. Your breath drifts in slowly and glides out even slower. Everything feels soft and syrupy, as though the air itself is encouraging you to sink a little deeper. A gentle heaviness begins to gather in your body. It's warm, calming, almost comforting, like the weight of a thick, soft blanket resting over you. Nothing sharp, nothing pressing, just a soothing pull downward that feels steady and safe. Your limbs begin to respond first. Your arms relax into the surface beneath you, growing heavier, denser, deeply at rest. That heaviness spreads through your hands, settling into your fingers with quiet ease. It feels natural, expected, peaceful. Your legs begin to follow. The muscles loosen, the weight increases. It's as if your body is settling into soft earth that gently molds around you, holding you in place with warm, steady support. The heaviness encourages surrender, not forced, not sudden, but a slow letting go, like warm stones settling comfortably into the palm of a hand. Your body relaxes further with each slow breath. Your shoulders drop a little more. Your hips release their grip. Your spine softens against the surface beneath you, melting into its shape. Everything is drifting downward in the sweetest, quietest way. This heaviness isn't tiring. It's grounding. It anchors you gently, helping the mind loosen its hold on the day. You sink into it more with each breath, as though the body is remembering how to rest. Imagine a gentle downward pull, warm and steady, not tugging, just guiding you deeper into stillness. It feels soothing, comforting, as though the world is holding you in place so you don't have to hold yourself up anymore. Your muscles unwind in slow waves. The deeper the heaviness becomes, the softer you feel inside. Even the small tension that lingers in hidden places begins to melt, dissolving into the surface beneath you. Your breath matches this slow release. Inhale, soft and warm. Exhale, long and heavy. The exhale especially feels like sinking, settling, surrendering. Thoughts grow thick and slow, like they're moving through warm air. They drift downward too, losing their edges, losing their urgency. Nothing feels sharp or fast anymore. The weight through your body grows deeper. Your arms feel anchored. Your legs feel steady and still. Your back rests in perfect ease. Your whole body becomes a warm, solid presence against the quiet. A sense of security forms from this heaviness. It wraps around you like soft earth embracing a seed. You are completely supported, completely grounded. The deeper you sink, the more peaceful it becomes. You feel yourself settling into layers of comfort, slowly, steadily, like warm sand filling the contours beneath you. Every breath helps you slip further into this soothing weight. Your thoughts become faint now, soft shadows drifting across a quiet mind. Nothing rises sharply, nothing pulls you away. Everything settles. Your breath continues in that syrupy rhythm. Warm inhale, slow, weighted exhale, each cycle guiding you deeper into grounded rest. Now your body feels almost immovable, but in the most comforting way. Safe, held, completely relaxed. The heaviness has become a warm cocoon, wrapping you in deep, quiet peace. Your mind follows, drifting down into that same grounded calm. You hover close to sleep, resting in a space where thought fades and sensation softens. Everything inside you settles like gentle sediment falling through still water. The weight is full and complete now. Your body is sinking into deep comfort. Your breath is slow and warm. Your mind is quiet and low. Stay with this peaceful heaviness. Stay with the warmth that holds you. Stay with the slow downward drift that leads you deeper and deeper into rest. Let the quiet continue to gather. Let your body melt into the support beneath you. Let the heaviness wrap around you, slowly, softly, carrying you toward deep, steady sleep. The quiet around you softens into something even deeper now. A slow, gentle dimming begins to settle over the moment, as though the lights inside your mind are turning down one by one. Everything grows muted, warm, distant. Your breath drifts in softly. It drifts out even more softly. Each cycle melts into the next, leaving long stretches of silence in between where nothing needs to be thought or held. The edges of the day fade first. Thoughts lose their shape. They become soft echoes, barely forming before they dissolve again. The mind loosens its grip, easing into a slow descent that feels natural and quiet. Imagine a soft curtain of calm falling gently around you. Not all at once, just a slow, delicate drop, like thin fabric settling through warm air. It creates a cocoon of stillness that muffles everything, even the faintest noise inside your mind. Your body rests heavily beneath you, yet feels lighter at the same time. A warm heaviness, comforting and steady, holds you close to the surface, supporting you. You sink into it a little more with each slow exhale. Around you, the air feels dim. Not dark, just muted, softened, quieted. Like a room with the lights turned low so nothing interrupts the calm. The space inside your thoughts widens. Then it widens again, until the mind feels spacious and slow, drifting without direction. You hover in that space, balanced between awareness and sleep. Another breath moves through you, warm on the way in, long and fading on the way out. The exhale stretches, spilling into silence that lingers and lingers. Imagine the faintest glow far off in the distance, a soft ember dimming slowly with every breath you take. It doesn't disappear, just eases into darkness like the last light of evening settling into night. Your thoughts dim the same way. What once felt close now feels far away. What once felt defined now feels soft and hazy. They drift like small feathers falling through still air. The body grows heavier now, but the heaviness is soothing. It keeps you grounded in the warm quiet beneath you. Every muscle settles into place, warm, loose, relaxed. Your breath becomes a whisper, barely there, barely needed. Your chest rises only slightly, then eases down into near weightless stillness. Around you, the quiet thickens in the gentlest way. It feels like floating in warm night air, still, soft, unmoving. Each inhale feels shorter, each exhale feels longer, fading into silence that stretches like a thin line across the dark. Your mind follows, stretching into that same silence. A sense of drifting begins to take over, as though you're slowly sinking through layers of calm, each layer softer than the last, each one carrying you lower, lower, toward the edge of sleep. Everything inside you slows. Your thoughts, your breath, even the spaces between each moment. Time feels syrupy, slow, barely moving. Imagine the sound of a distant echo fading into nothing, a soft tone carried away by night air until only quiet remains. Your thoughts fade in the same way, soft, distant, gone. The world around you becomes a blur of warmth and darkness. Your body becomes still and heavy, gently anchored. Your mind becomes light and hazy, gently floating. Another breath drifts through. It arrives with softness. It leaves with silence. The space after it feels deep, like falling into a warm pool of quiet. Your awareness begins to flicker, dimming like a candle nearing its final glow. Not disappearing, just softening into a warm, dreamy haze. Nothing feels sharp. Nothing feels loud. Everything is muted and slow. You are sinking into a place where thought barely exists, where the body barely moves, where quiet holds you completely. The descent continues, slow and gentle. You sink deeper into warmth, deeper into stillness, deeper into the soft pull of rest. Here, you hover at the very edge of sleep, drifting, floating, almost gone to the world. Stay in this quiet, stay in this dim, warm darkness. Stay with the breath that fades into long, restful silence, until the drift carries you softly, slowly, into deep, peaceful rest. The quiet has grown wide and warm now. Soft darkness surrounds you, gentle and steady, like a calm night that holds everything without movement. Your breath barely rises, barely falls. Each moment stretches out into a slow, peaceful hush. The body rests in complete ease, heavier, yet lighter, still, yet floating. It feels as though you're lying inside a warm, dark space where nothing needs to happen and nothing needs to change. Your thoughts drift at a distance. They move slowly, like faint shadows across soft ground. None of them ask for attention. None of them linger. They simply pass and fade and disappear into the quiet. There is a deep stillness settling into you now, a stillness that feels gentle and full, as though the air has wrapped you in calm. Every breath moves through that calm like a tiny ripple on still water, soft, subtle, almost silent. You rest inside that ripple. You rest inside that stillness. There is nothing to follow, nothing to guide, nothing to hold. Only this quiet, spreading softly through your entire body. Imagine floating in warm darkness. Not moving, not drifting, just suspended in a soft, endless quiet. The darkness holds you without weight, without pressure. Your breath becomes a faint glow in that darkness, small, warm, steady. It shows the shape of your inner calm. It shows how deeply the body has settled into ease. Each inhale softens into the next. Each exhale fades before it fully finishes, dissolving into the warm stillness around you. Your breath is no longer something you do. It simply happens, effortlessly. Thoughts slow even more, then they soften, then they dissolve completely into the background, leaving only quiet space, a gentle emptiness that feels safe and peaceful. Inside this space, the body feels distant, light, almost unreal, as though you're resting somewhere between yourself and the softness holding you. The quiet deepens again, a slow settling, a sinking, a melting into warm emptiness. Nothing pulls upward, nothing pulls outward. You rest in the warm center of stillness. This stillness grows wider with each breath. It expands gently, filling the space inside you, then the space around you. It's calm and deep and almost luminous in its quiet. There is no need to move toward anything, no need to let go of anything. Everything is already soft. Everything is already settled. The body rests as though it has reached a soft landing, a gentle stopping place where all motion ends, where the world narrows to warm darkness and a breath that barely stirs. Your awareness drifts at the edges now, loose, unburdened, like mist hovering in still air. You remain in that space, resting quietly in the spacious calm around you. Every thought becomes a faint whisper. Every whisper fades before it reaches you. You rest beneath them, untouched, wrapped in stillness. The darkness around you feels warm. It carries no weight, no coldness, only calm, only peace, only the softest sense of being held by something quiet and endless. Your breath continues its slow rhythm. Warm in, silent out. Each cycle softer than the one before. The stillness settles deeper. It becomes a warm pool where the mind can float without effort, where the body can rest without needing to sink or rise, where everything simply is. You exist inside that quiet now, inside that calm, inside a space where nothing is asked of you at all, where rest feels natural and complete. Stay with this softness. Stay with this quiet. Stay with the gentle warmth that surrounds you. Let the stillness deepen. Let your breath fade into the hush. Let your whole being rest in pure, peaceful silence. The quiet around you is wide and warm, holding you in a gentle stillness that asks nothing from you at all. Your breath drifts at its own slow pace, moving softly through the calm you've reached. Nothing presses in. Nothing pulls your attention away. This moment exists only for rest. Your body settles even more deeply into the surface beneath it. A soft heaviness rests through your limbs, steady and comforting. It feels natural, easy, peaceful. The kind of quiet that arrives only when everything inside you has loosened and softened. Thoughts, if they appear at all, move like faint shadows across a distant wall. They have no weight now, no urgency. They drift in, then fade, without leaving a trace. Your mind rests in the warm hush that surrounds it. The air feels still, calm, almost as if the entire room has settled into the same rhythm as your breath. Slow, gentle, unhurried. You've drifted into a space where nothing needs to be directed or shaped, where the quiet holds you completely, where rest rises naturally, like soft darkness filling every corner of your inner world. Your body knows this place. Your breath knows this place. The warmth in your chest, the heaviness in your limbs, the softness in your mind, Each one settles deep and steady. There is nowhere else to go, no next step, nothing to follow, just the smooth, warm quiet that wraps around you. This quiet may feel like floating, or like sinking, or like being suspended in a soft, endless darkness. Whatever shape it takes, it supports you gently, without effort. Your breath continues its slow drift, barely rising, barely falling, each movement smaller and softer than the last, each one carrying you further into rest. The quiet deepens here, but in the calmest way, like layers of soft air settling gently over one another. You melt into those layers. They melt into you. Everything blurs into one warm, peaceful stillness. If any thought slips through the silence, it comes quietly, without edges. It drifts in like a feather. It drifts out without asking anything of you. You remain held in the calm you've already found. Your body feels distant in the best way, light and heavy at the same time, completely at ease, completely supported. The space around you might feel wide now, endless, open in a way that invites deeper rest without asking for it. Just wide, soft, warm. Your breath settles into an easy rhythm, a quiet wave rising and falling in a slow, effortless pattern. You don't need to notice it. It simply moves, guiding you deeper into stillness. There's a softness inside you now, one that spreads from your chest to your limbs, to your thoughts. A softness that says you've reached a place where everything can stay exactly as it is, where comfort doesn't need to grow, because it's already full. You rest here, wrapped in warmth, wrapped in quiet, wrapped in a deep calm that holds your whole body in peaceful stillness. Every part of you has softened into the moment. Every part of you has released its weight into the surface below. Nothing remains tense. Nothing remains alert. Everything is resting. The darkness around you feels gentle, not empty, just calm. A soft space where your mind can drift without direction, without effort, without thought. Time moves slowly here. It stretches out quietly, like a long, warm breath that never needs to end. You float inside that slow breath, easy and content. Your awareness softens at the edges. It blurs and fades, becoming lighter, quieter, almost sleepy in its calm. You drift in that softness, suspended in warm stillness. No part of you needs to hold on. No part needs to rise or respond. Everything has permission to rest exactly as it is. Stay with this gentle quiet for a moment. Stay with the warmth. Stay with the slow, soothing breath that carries you deeper into calm. And now, allow yourself to remain where you've drifted, in the soft, warm quiet, in the stillness that holds you, in the peaceful hush that surrounds every breath, until the moment fades into quiet, and the quiet fades into rest.